This is my violin, lads. This is my violin, and the reason why I'm playing the violin today for you. Welcome back to Across the Pond MMA with me, Benji MMA, Marauder, Zombie Man, and Alfredo. The reason why I'm playing the violin is because Jiri got fucking smoked, and not only did he get smoked, this guy lost to a textbook guy, and apparently textbook guys can't beat Jiri. Yuri's just too unorthodox. Alfredo, you know what I'm talking about. Yuri's just too unorthodox for Carlos Ulberg. This guy got slept by a guy with one leg in the most textbook way possible.
The only reason why Jiri lost the fight is because he showed mercy. That was literally the only reason to why he lost the fight. And if you think otherwise, then you're being dishonest to a well-known samurai.
Oh, my brother. Let me say something, bro. You know, hold on. Jiri Prochazka is a fake samurai. Alexander Rakic was right. He was right when he said he was a fake samurai. This man did not read the Bushido code. He's LARPing. He is how old is he? 34, 35, 33? I don't care how old he is. You a 34-year-old Czech man who's pretending to be a samurai, and you're out here talking about, I showed him mercy after you slammed 3 leg kicks onto his other leg. So you want to talk about, oh, I wouldn't have given him a chance to win the fight. No, you weren't good enough to beat a one-legged Ulberg. You suck. All right? And I'm going to say this too. Carlos Ulberg had the greatest title win in UFC history. 99% of fighters, they blow their knee out like that, the fight's over. The fight is over. And the fact that Carlos Ulberg dealt with the most adversity of all time, and all the conversations about is that Jiri Prochazka showed mercy. He got hit by the same left hook he always gets hit by.
Yeah.
People had the audacity to bring up the Kennedy and Zwickau knockout when Jiri Prochazka was getting knocked out a similar way against King Mo. And I'm tired of this, bro. This is a 30-plus-year-old man, and people are infantilizing him. They're treating him like a baby. They're treating him like a literal toddler. And I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Jiri Prochazka is never going to touch gold. Glover Teixeira showed mercy to you when he jumped Gilly at the ripe age of 42 years old. Or 41. Don't even matter. Same difference. All right? And to any Jiri fan and Jiri himself who keeps making these excuses, talking about showing mercy, you could not beat Carlos Ulberg on one leg. You were never going to beat him. You were never going to beat him. But you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah. Fuck this nerd-ass nigga. Homies. Nerd-ass nigga. What's wrong with this nigga? Nigga think he just coming in here and doing all them fancy shit. You're fighting a black guy, okay? So, what's the timeout?
Bro, Ulberg's black now?
Yeah, nigga, he light-skinned. What you mean?
Which one of his parents are black? Which one?
I'm finna search it up right now.
Bro, bro, he's Samoan and he's Samoan, Maori, and what is he? I think white German.
All right, well, he got the black swagger on him. That's
you know what he's black now. Yeah, you're right. He is black now.
And bro, Jiri can't beat black guys. Let me tell you this, because they're gonna try to say Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree, but okay, Khalil Roundtree is Asian or Thailand, Chinese, whatever that shit is, and
what?
Jamal Hill. That was just like okay, my whole point with this is, yo, fuck Jiri, nigga. Fuck all his fans. Them niggas don't deserve air. They don't deserve breath. They're always like, bro, he loses a fight normally, and they're like, oh, well, he let him win. You can't just let someone knock you out. You know how hard it is to knock somebody out? Like, it's clearly easy for this nigga Jiri, but to knock somebody out is so hard. You got to land that precise shit, and my main takeaway with that is, yo, Ulberg has way more power than this nigga, Alex Pereira. Ulberg is a knockout artist. Pereira is a power puncher, and this is just the truth.
Elaborate on that. Elaborate
on this. A knockout artist is a guy that knocks people out cold, like damn near cold, like and consistently. You know, Ulberg is knocking people out consistently. Pereira, he'll hit you and you may like your head knocked back, or maybe you fall on, like when Pereira hit him with the left hook in the first fight, he fell on the ground, but he was still awake and ready to play ball.
Yeah,
Ulberg hit that nigga and he went sleep. That nigga wasn't there. He's
an interesting one. Who do you think would win an Ulberg and Pereira? I know we're not going to get it because Pereira's moved up, but who do you think would win that, Pereira or Ulberg? I'd love to know.
Ulberg will just fuck him up very
quickly. Pereira.
No, I'm telling you this right now.
But I do think Ulberg has a good chance, actually. A better chance than what most people would give him.
Man, I'm telling you this right now. Ulberg, if he comes back healthy, or at least 70% of where he is right now, he can surpass Alex Pereira on the all-time light heavyweight list, and even on the all-time list period. Because hold on. Let's talk resume real quick, because I know resume is a big thing. All right, both got a Jan Blachowicz win. All right, boom, both got that win. Who beat Jiri better? I think Ulberg beat Jiri better. I get that. You could say that maybe his chin deteriorated a little bit. Not really. Ulberg's on one leg.
Ulberg's is better because he's on one leg. Ulberg's better.
That's what I'm saying.
Leg. Yeah. That's hurt since he was 15. His chin was always the same.
But the second Alex and Jiri fight was still a great performance in all fairness. Even though Ulberg's is better, the second Alex and Jiri one is still fucking unreal.
But here's the thing, though.
It was mediocre. Yuri's not nothing. Okay, so guys, let's be honest. If this nigga wasn't a samurai and his name was Junior Smith, do you think that he would be fighting for the title? Do you think that this nigga would be back here and all the hype he gets? All the hype he gets is because of the love and his fight style. But is this nigga a nigga with title aspirations? Guys, he barely won the UFC title. Not only does he have 0 title defenses, but he barely fucking won it. Yeah. He's not a champion.
I don't understand. Yeah, fair, but how does that play into the mediocre performance from Alex in the second fight?
Because he's the worst champion in UFC history. And not only is he the worst champion in UFC history, but he'll never touch a belt ever in his career.
Wouldn't you say that Alex beat a better version of Jiri, considering Yuri's had more wars since then?
No. The same nigga I saw Saturday night.
It's the exact same version, yeah.
Doing that shit in Ryzen, dude. So
if anything, Jiri, everyone was saying Jiri got better after the Pereira 2 fight.
Yeah, they were. They were like, oh, he has defense now, this, that.
After the Hill fight, I mean, after the Khalil one, not really.
Yeah.
But they were
after the Hill fight, I was saying, oh yeah, head movement. He's actually using head movement, man. Yeah. After Khalil, not really, kind of.
So my main issue here is, so I hate the fact that I've kind of had to go in on Jiri in the weeks building up to this fight, only because, bro, I'm gonna say this again, and I don't give a fuck. When everybody was saying to me in my comments, Jiri can't lose to Ulberg because Ulberg struggled against Washian. How fucking dare you besmirch the good name of Jan Blachowicz? This man arguably beat Ankalaev out of his prime. Or did beat Pereira, in my opinion. Did beat Carlos Ulberg. Washed. Jan Blachowicz is one of the most technical light heavyweights in the world still, right? How dare you say someone like Jan Blachowicz with a tight guard who's good distance management, great at checking leg kicks. How could you say that? But Ulberg struggled to land clean on Jan and struggled to control the pace of the fight with Jan and struggled to control distance with Jan, but he can't do it against Jiri. Jiri made it easy for him. Jiri makes it easy for everyone. And here's the thing, guys. In the build-up to this fight, everyone was saying to me, oh, Jiri can only be knocked out by Alex Pereira. This guy's been KO'd before Alex Pereira by King Mo. Jay, tell him about King Mo. I want to know. Tell us.
Listen, man, you got to understand, this is out of prime King Mo. This is King Mo towards the end of his career, He's getting a couple last paydays, and he's primarily a wrestler. Now, King Mo's got knockout power in his hands, heavyweight and light heavyweight, but he's primarily a wrestler by trade. He's like in that Kevin Randleman-ish T-Wood archetype of, big right hand, but primarily got a really solid double leg and whatnot. Dude, hold up. Let me pull up the tape real quick, and shout out to Ryzen because they're not going to trip out about me showing this on the pod. I want y'all to see this real quick. I need the GIF version. Where is this? Look. Jiri Prochazka is just walking right into this, bro. Look at this. Look at this, bro. He's just Come on, bro.
Jay, he let him, nigga. He showed mercy and he let him.
Yeah,
no,
bro.
this is the thing, though.
This is mercy. This is mercy right here.
Dude.
he knew Muhammad was getting older, so he just let him.
Dude, this is the thing.
And just before we continue, the sponsor of today's episode is by none other the best MMA app on the market, 4ounce MMA. And for those wondering, oh, what's 4ounce MMA? Don't worry, I've got you covered. With 4ounce MMA, you can do a variety of things, whether it's you want to check stats of fights, what's taken place in the past. Maybe you want to compare two different fighters and see how their stats uphold against one another. Maybe you want to see what fights are coming up ahead, see what times those fights take place, because a lot of the time, us MMA fans don't have a clue what time these fights actually take place. You can do that on 4ounce MMA. And if you're someone who prides yourself on elite MMA knowledge, elite predictions, this app is perfect for you because you can make your very own fantasy MMA league and go against other people who you may be friends with, may be a part of other communities with, and you can go head to head when it comes to predictions. So guys, make sure to check out 4ounce. It's on Apple, it's on Android, and not only that, it is free as well. So make sure you go and download them, check them out, see what you think, and thank you again to 4ounce MMA for sponsoring this video.
Yuri fans, right, in my opinion, even after the fight, it shows they think, right, I get it. We all love to look at the mental aspect of fighting and the mind games of fighting and shit like that and motivation. I get it. But sometimes it ain't that deep, right? Yuri fans make everything have a deep meaning. Like, he only lost because of this, you know. But before the fight, it was, he's having a baby next week. So that means it's going to magically make him beat Ulberg. Like, having a baby ain't going to make you touch Ulberg, brother. You need more than that. You need skill, right? And Yuri is skilled. But I was saying, on a technical level, Carlos Ulberg, sniper strikers with one-punch knockout power are terrible matchups for Yuri. But people weren't looking at the matchup. They were looking at the narrative. And the narrative is, oh, Yuri just, he can only be KO'd by Pereira. Yuri, he comes back in every fight and shit like that. But Ulberg isn't wasteful like that. And, bro, the fact that Ulberg on one leg, after knocking out Yuri in the first round, everyone's talking about how much of a samurai Yuri is. Ulberg is a real samurai. Bro, this guy's a fucking hard bastard. Bro, I can't even lie. I don't know what injury Tom Aspinall got against Curtis Blaydes. When his knee exploded, he dropped to the ground instantly. The fight had to be stopped. The only other guy I know that fought on from this kind of injury to memory is Thiago Santos against John Jones.
Yeah, that's because Tom Aspinall's a fucking pussy. That nigga's been quitting his whole life. And he just,
Oh my gosh.
That daddy issue, bro.
Is it confirmed he got the same injury?
I don't know what injury Tom got, but
we actually don't even
savage, bro. People need to put some more respect on Ulberg.
We actually don't know what injury Ulberg got. He's gonna get it scanned later this week, so we'll know more. But it does appear, what's that one doctor's name who's like the sports doctor on YouTube? I feel bad for forgetting his name, but he said that it looked like a torn ACL. That's what he said it looked like.
I just wanted to bring up because Jay and Ben have brought this up a couple of times now. Everyone's talking about Yuri and no one's talking about Ulberg. The reason to why is because Carlos Ulberg is just a massive NPC. I'm just gonna put it straight out there. Yeah, you might say this. Yeah, he's got one of the best comebacks and one of the best title wins in UFC history, winning it on one leg. And, you know, he pretty much had a minute to win it because even he revealed that if it went past the first round and he went back to his corner would have called off the fight. He said that. So it's one of the best wins in UFC title history, in my opinion. And everyone's talking about Yuri instead because guess what? No one really cares about Ulberg because he hasn't really got much to him. You can disagree with it, but if people actually cared for him, bro, no one used to care about Leon. He got the big knockout over Kamaru Usman. Everyone was talking about Leon. Even Leon, who doesn't even have that much, hasn't got Mercedes Jelly. What? That's what we're working with Leon Edwards. Carlos Ulberg, you're not getting any catchphrases like that or pound for pound, headshot, dead. There's nothing. He's just very vanilla.
Did you see him dancing to Ampiano, though? Yo, all the niggas watching this bitch, nigga. Yo, y'all seen Carlos Ulberg dancing to Appiano, African music? Yo, any Africans in the chat, nigga? Feel me? So I like him now. I see them dance with his...
Dude, maybe if the UFC fucking promoted the fighters as well, maybe that'd be a big help because, dude, here's what I was saying. I was watching UFC 327 and I don't want to go off a sidetrack too much, but oh my God. You dirty, disgusting, sloppy pieces of shit, UFC, right? And I say that, you disgust me. How dare you put on, as $1 billion company, an AI White House promo? This is supposed to be the card. You know, kid, this is supposed to be the card. Me and Trump, I'm going to be sucking him off in the back. This is the card. Dude, Dana, get off your knees and promote the fucking card properly if it's the greatest card of all time ever assembled. You're telling me you couldn't get Justin Gaethje, who lives and resides in America, who probably does like the party that's currently in at the White House. I don't know what his views on it are. But at the end of the day, you couldn't get Justin Gaethje in person on a helicopter flying near the White House. You couldn't do that. Dude, make the fucking promo real. Or do like a gloves are off in the White House, in a White House office with Ilya and Gaethje sat across from each other. That'd sell well. Dude, this is so lazy, man. And so with Carlos Ulberg, they're going to do the same thing with him. Like, they're not going to promote him properly. You know, when you have a guy that doesn't have much of a personality, you need your promoter to carry the weight for you. So when all the fans are chatting about Jiri and what's gone wrong with Jiri, Dana White should have been glazing the fuck out of Ulberg. He should have been calling him a savage. You know, we got nothing.
Yeah, they put a suit on this nigga Cyril Gane out of like a helicopter or like getting out of a car. That nigga's never wore that suit before. He doesn't have suits.
You know what's funny too? Bruh, Ilya Toporian's belt, if you zoom in on it, it's like the UFC Championship.
Yeah.
Like y'all not even looking at the little, like y'all not even good with the AI prompts, bro. And I think it's representative though of what exactly not just the administration is doing here in America, but also too where the state the UFC's in. Here's a funny thing about it too. Aaron Pico just picked up his first UFC win. And no post-fight interview, no like, hey, Aaron, what do you think? We gave Charles Radtke a post-fight interview, but not Aaron Pico because we had to fit in the glaze off. We had to fit in the Trump sports washing segment. That is disgusting, bro. That's nasty work, bro. And then on top of this too, bro, no one likes this. Like, I could understand to some degree if people were like, yo, this is so cool. Like, unanimously, people don't like this, dog. And it's like you literally, it's not like y'all are making less money than y'all did before.
Dude, it's lazy.
I'm confused that they think that this nigga Trump is some, oh my gosh, really? Because they show this nigga after everything. Yo, they show, knockout happens, and they show this nigga just standing there. What am I supposed to do? Like, scream when I see this nigga? Like, I'm so confused, bro. Not, because, first of all, the UFC is not just a U.S. sport. Every country is watching this sport. So, first of all, most of these niggas don't even care about him, this, that. And second of all, I'm over here, like, screaming after a fight, like, holy shit. And they switch the camera to this nigga, and me and my friends are just like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, why?
Yeah, I don't care what side you are, left, right. I don't care political where you stand. I think everyone who's an actual MMA fan can come to an agreement that just straight up nobody wants this. Now, I don't care. Again, I don't care if it's a right wing, left wing sort of thing. Like, whatever your beliefs are, even if it's for the opinion that you have, surely you aren't a fan of this. Just like the president just being plastered. People always saying keep politics out of sports. So surely you're also on board with not plastering Donald Trump and getting
they're not keeping that same energy.
I know, a Batista walkout, you know, where I walk for miles and service, pretty danger. Like, you know what I mean? For Donald Trump, less of it, man. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of it. We're all sick and tired of it. We're all sick of the promotion. The state of the UFC right now is just absolutely awful. And it's crazy that we're talking about this right now, considering the card we've just been given and how much it delivered and how great it was. So the fact that we're circling back to how bad the UFC is kind of says it all right now.
Yeah,
you know, I got a question. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to chuck this in there. Carlos Ulberg just said this about Jiri. This is a direct quote. Bullshit. That was not mercy. That was fear. He's a pretender. Carlos Ulberg talking that shit.
Exactly. He snatched his sword and his chain, bro. He snatched that. Snatched his katana from him, bro, straight from the hip. Guillotined him, bro. Cut the head off clean. But I'm going to say this, though. no one's asking the real question. And I think I saw one person on Twitter ask this, so I'm going to ask the real question. And, you know, forgive me to the Across the Pond HR team if I am in the wrong for asking this question. Who thought it was a good idea to let Trump near Cub Swanson's kids? Who thought that was a good idea, bro? Because why, when Cub Swanson, he got that knockout, the first thing I see is Trump. But then I'm like, why are they showing Trump? And I see that Cub Swanson kids are right there. And I'm like, that is the worst optics I've ever seen, bro. The self-awareness is in the gutter. What are we doing, bro? They should have put like a little like barrier. There's no way. There's no way. If you're a normal civilian in America, and you were mentioned that many times in those redacted files, bro, you'd have to go to every door in your neighborhood and tell them that you just moved in. How does he get to do this on national TV? Does he get to sit next to 3 kids, bro? 3! That's great.
How old is that nigga? Like 81? He's still dropping orange baby cock? What fuck
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh man. Well, I think that's us gone.
Guys, I'd just like to say, we will not avoid any topic apparently on Across the Pond. Right? Okay. Yeah. This is what we do. We do this.
I think
we
this
are
is a perfect
unredacted in conversation.
I think this is a perfect segue to talk about arguably the greatest heavyweight fight of all time. Hokit versus Blaydes.
Yeah.
Nah. I think it's fairly overrated. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's a great fight. It is the best fight of the year. Don't get me wrong. It's a great fight. I don't think it's, oh my God, it's the greatest fight since I don't know when, since the end of the times. No, I don't think it is whatsoever. Like, you know how you said, Jay, about Yuri and Glover being a big mess? Event, like, entertaining, but ultimately it's bad because, like, you know, you could say the same. Hokit and Blaydes, hands all the way down here. Just like 2 cavemen just slanging and banging.
Dude.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is fun. Yeah, and they do take some shtick, and it's, you know what, fair play. It is impressive to see heavyweights actually go at a good pace for 15 minutes. It happens once every 10 years, but, you know, it's a good fight. I don't think it's the greatest fight of all time. I think Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval's better from like last year, you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, no, I think that the top 3 fights of all time is Pantoja Moreno on International Fight Week. Yeah,
that was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Pantoja Moreno.
My favorite fight is McGregor Diaz 1. I know that. I'm not trying to sound niche, but I like a fight with a finish and also a fight with a story. You know?
Okay, fair.
So I think Moreno, Pantoja, Hokit and Blaydes definitely up there, and then Moreno, Royval, Van.
So I was thinking in more of the terms of like the heavyweight division, like, because I don't know if Hokit Blaydes is in the greatest fights conversation, because I mean, we'd have Figgy versus Moreno 1. You would have Jose Aldo versus Chad Mendes 2.
Bro, like Zhang and Joanna, the first fight. That's like one of my favorite fights of all time.
Yeah, Zhang and Joanna. You would have Dustin versus Hooker. I mean, you could also name drop like, what would be a good one as well? Lawler versus Carlos Condit. That's a really good one as well. Shogun Hua versus Hendo.
Fights, yeah.
Like, but it's all to preference. Like, I think there's no right answer. Oh, Van and Royval too. I don't know how I skipped over that, but in terms of the heavyweight division, I think there's one fight that at least I can say. There's 2 I know people bring up. There's Mark Hunt versus Bigfoot Silva, the first one. And the other one, I haven't gotten a chance to really see this all the way through. I've only seen like the first part of it. Fedor Emelianenko versus Mirko Cro Cop. And probably was called like Fight of the Decade at the time. Or was it Fight of the Century? It was either one of those. But Hokit and Blaydes, to me, I do agree with your assessment, generally speaking, Alfredo, where it's a sloppy fight. It's not technical by any stretch, but I'm going to say this. In terms of like a fight where I felt something, like there are times as an MMA fan where after you get done watching a fight, there's like that primal instinct that, you know, Dana White talks about, like the, you know, fighting's in our DNA type of shtick. Like you kind of feel it. That was that type of fight. Cause I can't even lie to you. Like I've been very critical of Josh Hokit's character. I feel like it fell flat for me. So I didn't even really hate him. I just felt like a lot of it was like, I was annoyed. But the fact that this man stood in the fire with Curtis Blaydes, especially when he's getting wobbled, he's like this, and then he's emoting on him multiple times, flicking the bird at him so many times, and he's throwing back with no regard, because to be honest, I don't think that was the game plan. I know his coaches probably told him to go out there and wrestle, because we saw in the wrestling exchanges, he was better than Blaydes. Even though Blaydes took him down, the scrambles, different level. But I will say one thing about Hokit. The problem is now, they're going to expect him to fight like that against Lewis. And he can't, I don't think he can do that against Lewis. Like going out there, hands at the hip. He's going to have to go out there and wrestle, in my opinion.
He will.
So
he will. I think he will do that.
But you got to understand. But here's what I'm telling you, though.
Yeah,
the problem is, Hokit, we've seen Hokit the entire time, but a lot of people saw Hokit for the very first time, so they think that's what he is. They think he's just like, I'm a brawlic, you know, dude from Fresno State University, a former athlete, and I go out there with my chin up in the air. You know, I use my half Mexican spirit, and I go out there and I swing and bang till one of us falls. That ain't him, though. That's not like who he is to the core. Now, if he goes out and does that, he could be the next like Michael Chandler. He can be that. But if he wants to be, I think he has the ceiling to be a champion. And this is me. And again, y'all understand, I don't like Hokit. I want to see him get slimed out. Even though I picked him, I was hoping I was wrong. But I'm gonna pass it off now.
I think the Derek Lewis fight, I think everyone's just, because they've just seen that Blaydes fight, all the momentum, they're all probably thinking, oh, Hokit's just going to steamroll through Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis was awful, like, really bad against Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been in there, really. That's how bad it was. But this is really risky, mainly because of the time frame. He just came off, you know, an absolute bomb burner with Blaydes, where it wasn't like one-sided. He also took a lot of shtick as well off of Curtis Blaydes. Blaydes isn't some big puncher, but at the end of the day, they're all fucking heavyweights. Going up against Derek Lewis, who literally just needs to, you know, he can whiff a shot, and the gust of wind from that whiff could easily, like, fucking like, send you off and make you dazed, you know what I mean? And coming off a war like that 2 months later, it's not the greatest of ideas, but this is high risk, high reward, man. I'll be honest with you, because if he wins this one, it's on the White House card. He gets to show his stupid persona. That's like been a big talking point of this whole entire card, his persona. On the White House card, a lot of eyeballs. Derek Lewis is a big name in front of millions and millions. So it could go really well, but at the same time, I think it is quite a ballsy decision.
Yeah, I think Derek Lewis versus Josh Hokit is actually one of the most fun fights. Because, I mean, the build-up to that fight is going to be genuinely incredible. It's going to be a genuine work of art. Crazy shit. You know how Derek Lewis is. Derek Lewis is going to be funny as fuck. The only thing with Derek Lewis is he's kind of frail. Now, a lot of people don't pick up on this. He can quit. He can. He can kind of quit. And I don't think he quits because he's soft. I think he quits because he thinks, I can't be arsed, I'm done. You know, I think that's just how Derek Lewis is. Taito Ivasa kind of bitched him. You know, when Taito Ivasa came at him and whooped him. Josh Hokit could theoretically put the pace on Derek Lewis and just overwhelm him instantly before Derek Lewis can load up with one big heavy right hand. But at the same time, the smart thing to do here would be to fight how he fought Denzel Freeman, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was when they first announced it, I was like, oh fuck. Like, why would they do that? That could kill his hype. That would just be like such a bummer. Like him getting knocked out by Derek Lewis. But Derek Lewis doesn't even want to fight anymore. Is this fight in June?
Yes, 2 months time.
Yeah.
That nigga wasn't training. He was fucking. He not getting in there and doing nothing.
But I think though we do have to give credit to the other side of this fight though, Curtis Blaydes, because I mean Curtis Blaydes, you know, he's not like a boring fighter, but he's never quite had a fight like that where he was had a broken orbital and a broken nose too, and he went out there and thugged it out for all 3 rounds. I mean, it kind of sucks that Blaydes, I feel like, isn't getting that much rub from it because it is one of the best fight. It's gonna be best fight of the year if there is a better fight this year, then that'll save how bad the beginning part of this year was, if there's actually a better fight than this. But Blaydes kind of now is in purgatory because what exactly is he fighting for now? Because he lost to Hokit, who was outside the rankings. But to be honest, I don't care about him being outside the rankings because Hokit, I felt like most people would think that he's at least top 8, like just based off skill level, even before the fight. But Blaydes just took a lot of damage. He had his chance at the belt technically with Tom Aspinall, didn't work out. He's had his time to try to climb up the ladder. He's been knocked down a peg. He probably should have got a title shot during that whole Stipe DC fiasco, but he just had to keep fighting and then eventually lost to Lewis. So like, what does he do now? Like, do you just... I don't even know. What do you do with him?
I think with Curtis Blaydes, to be fair, I don't think, I don't know whether, like, I don't want to go into conversations about, like, prime Curtis Blaydes, because he was never anything absolutely unbelievable. But at the same time, I don't think that was the absolute best Curtis, you know? Like, you were mentioning around the DC Stipe era. That was a different Curtis, brother. That was a... Look, people forget me. Damn, Curtis Blaydes, man. He was tagging up Tom Aspinall with that 1-2. Dude, Curtis Blaydes does have a decent 1-2, but, you know, Josh Hokit, I can't lie. No, I feel like not many people have mentioned this. Hokit's power a little bit is overrated. A little bit. And what I mean by that is, if you are a real power puncher, you would have slimed Curtis Blaydes out with that many punches landed. Like, you just would. Tom Aspinall slimed out Curtis Blaydes in 1 punch. You know, Sergey Pavlovich and Derek Lewis put him out with 1 punch. Like,
Tom Aspinall,
you know,
Tom Aspinall left him awake to stand up and put his hands up.
Because the ref knew. Oh, Curtis Blaydes, he's already slurring his words. We may as well save him. That's what at no point was the referee like, Josh Hokit, oh my god, we need to save Curtis Blaydes, because guess what? He wasn't capable of doing it. He's not got the power in order to do that. And in fact, this is actually leading on to something I was going to ask. How do we think that Hokit gets on against the top 5 of the heavyweight division?
Oh, I already seen Jay's video.
Have you already done this?
I have done this video, but
this nigga is crazy.
Okay, run through it then, Jay. Run through what you think.
So I'll run through it again. I'll pull it up right now. So
he's a crazy nigga.
I'm crazy.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
All right. So we already beat Blaydes at 5. So we're just going like 4.
Was this post fight as well? Was this post fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So at number 4, Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think it's not an easy fight, but I got him beating Waldo. Yes, I'm gonna tell you this. Waldo, he's got, like, I will say this, he can't just, like, don't do that against Waldo. Fight him like how you fought Denzel, level change, you're gonna beat Waldo, in my opinion. I think he beats Waldo. Sergey Pavlovich, that's a tough fight, because if this is Sergey a couple years ago, I don't know, but Sergey lost his killer instinct. He got his chain snatched by Volkov. I think he beats Sergey Pavlovich. I think he TKOs him on the ground.
I do think, the same way Alistair Overeem did Sergey is the same thing Josh Hokit would do. I do.
Yeah. Now, number 2, Alexander Volkov. I'm going to be real. Alexander Volkov's takedown defense is trash. That's true. Alexander Volkov, like, he was going tit for tat on the ground with Cyril Gahn. Like, I know that he got robbed and, you know, all this, whatever. But truth be told, bro, what Curtis Blaydes did to Volkov a couple years ago, Hokit would do that, but he'd probably finish him. So we're not.
No, I get that.
Too small though. He might be too.
No, I'm telling you. Let Jailton Almeida was taking him down at will. If Jailton Almeida had a slight bit more of killer instinct, he's still in the UFC right now. Okay. It's just because the fact that he was laying the prey. Like, Jailton Almeida's a light heavyweight. He's not a real heavyweight.
Okay. I can't lie though. I do not think there's a good chance Josh Hokit would have absolutely no idea how to get past Volkov's reach.
I don't think so, because the thing
I
with
don't
Hokit,
think that guy knows how to cut people off and pressure them correctly.
I'm telling you, Hokit, this is a guy who used to wrestle against Bo Nickel. This is a guy with, like, I don't want to use the whole lighter man skill thing, but I am confident enough that Hokit would.
I could see it. I could
I
see
think
it.
the only reason he wins that is because of his grappling.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. If he stands with him though, he's gonna get slept.
Yeah.
Well, Volkov can kind of fight really slow as well at times. So
Yeah.
I could see it.
Now at number 1, Cyril Gane, 50-50 fight. That fight is even. Cause let's be real, we've seen. I know it's training, so I'm saying this with a grain of salt, but Cyril Gane was getting taken down by Imavov, right? And Imavov ain't even like a real wrestler for like, he's got wrestling, but he's not a Hokit. And now I will say it's the issue with Hokit's going to be that Cyril Gane has the same amount of athleticism, at least similar-ish. Like he's going to have the movement. He's going to be tough for track. Fights 50-50. I can't say one way or the other, but he can be gone. Now, Tom Aspinall destroys him. Tom Aspinall would get him out of there too, because Tom Aspinall, he's got the speed. And even if Hokit were to take him down, Aspinall's got the jiu-jitsu. I don't know so much off his back. It's unproven. But I do think Tom Aspinall would time those entries. Now, Alex Pereira, that's the one everybody really thinking about. It's a coin flip fight. Coin flip. That's a coin flip fight.
No, I think Hokit gets him. I don't know,
bro. We've only seen Hokit's. The only time we've seen... I need to see another intelligent fight from Hokit. Because to be honest with you, that Blaydes fight, I'm not going to lie. So I made a video earlier where I said Josh Hawkins, pardon me, he traded being an elite level heavyweight to become Michael Chandler against Curtis Blaydes. And I think his whole character and his whole persona, I don't think that was an intelligent fight. I don't think. So someone said to me that I was reading it wrong, that Hawkins and Blaydes only had a war because it was between two wrestlers scrapping it out on the feet. But I don't think Josh Hawkins needed to be that reckless to beat Curtis Blaydes up. I think there's a more intelligent way he could have done it.
I think you're being a bit rash because, like, remember when Hamzat came across Gilbert Burns?
I was just going to say that.
And what's Hamzat gone on to be? A champion. I'm not saying that Hokit has got, like, the same potential as Hamzat, but he could do, you know what I mean? And I do think you have been a bit rash there. I don't think it's fair to say he's the Michael Chandler of the heavyweight division because he's had one like back and forth war. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but he kind of does. He's kind.
Oh,
who me?
Oh, they just censored him, bro. You're getting censored, bro.
You've been censored.
Getting censored.
I'm saying he got a little bit careless though on the contender scene.
Yeah, he just cuts out. He just cuts out.
What did you say? The only fight where I've really seen him very intelligently break someone down was Denzel Freeman. If he sticks to that, I think it's a problem for anybody. But I'm just skeptical that Josh Hawkins is thinking, oh, I want to be the entertainer of the division rather than a true elite level fighter. Don't get me wrong. I know he's an elite level competitor from wrestling. And usually, you know, when you have an elite level wrestler they come over to the UFC, they have that dominate mindset. They want to dominate. They want to compete.
Well, except one though.
Unless your name is Gable, I can't say the word.
What were you about to call Gable Steveson?
Unless your name is Gable Steveson, though, that nigga can't fight. He can't fight.
Say it.
No.
Say the word. Say the word. Do it,
No. I will. No.
He was gonna call him rat shit. That was all.
No. All right, we're just allegations. All right. No.
Look,
all right.
Gable Steveson can't fight though. An ice cream man from Mexico made this nigga do a jiggle and hula hoop and shit, wobble. But that nigga's not good. I'm not trusting him to beat. They're gonna give him a random nigga that we've never heard. Like when his name gets announced, the nigga he's fighting, everybody's gonna be like, "Who is this nigga?"
Well, bro, did you see the betting lines on who the favorite is to fight him on his debut? And I was baffled by the favorite is Marcin Tybori, but dude, you already know they're gonna give him like Austin Lane. Like, you know what I mean? He's not giving him Marcin Tybori. He's getting like Austin Lane.
They might do it with fucking Austin Lane, and then
go bring back Chase Sherman or something. You know what I mean?
Jab him up and control him at distance. Austin, dude, people forget, man. Austin Lane was a former linebacker. Come on.
No,
It's Austin Lane. It's Austin Lane.
Why wouldn't Austin Lane beat him though?
He wouldn't.
Why wouldn't Austin Lane beat him though?
Gable Steveson, unfortunately, Gable Steveson is going to be a problem at the heavyweight division, mainly because. Why? I don't know why you're going.
Did anyone see my video when they woke up this morning or no?
I've been at work all day, mate.
Look, I'll tell you this. I've watched almost all of Gable Stevenson's fights except one regional fight, but I saw all of his regional fights except that one in the dirty boxing fight. I'm gonna give my assessment on Gable Steveson. If Gable Stevenson's in the UFC currently, now he is, right? I would personally, for his debut fight, if you want to make Gable Steveson a star, and we're gonna see how good he actually is, give him Tai Tuivasa. Give him Tai. Cause look. If Gable, at this point in Tai Tuivasa's career, he should be able to beat a guy like Tai. Now, I know that probably puts him too high up, but not really, because heavyweight's got 25 people. But he's not the real prospect. The real prospect is Brandon Petrosic. But, that's, a separate conversation.
Trash.
But back to Gable. The thing with Gable is his striking is, stiff. But the thing is, it's because he's new. He's still learning MMA. And he's, how's he even fighting MMA? 2 years? 1 or 2 years?
Long.
It's been a year, really.
Yeah.
He still doesn't even really have MMA grappling down. Like Marauder pointed out, he had a guy on the ground. He stood up.
Multiple times. Yes.
He didn't really want to follow that guy to the ground, which I get it from a wrestling point of view. Full guard and that stuff is a little bit but at the same time, man, a guy like that on the regional scene should not be able to smell you off your back. If you got that little top control, gold medal in freestyle, national champion in folk style, that you should really not be scared.
Yeah,
I think.
Nope. This is my assessment on it. I watched film study yesterday.
He doesn't have striking defense.
He can't wrestle. He can't strike. He has no striking defense. He's nothing.
Sorry, go on. I just wanted to say this is his last chance. If you know Gable Steveson, I'm from the UK, so we don't really keep up with wrestling side of things. But I knew of this guy because I'm also a big WWE fan, pro wrestling fan. I knew of him because of that. So this is his last chance because I also think he's had a stint he kind of went down the Brock Lesnar path, but failed, completely failed it because. When it came to the WWE, apparently he was that bad. On dark shows, apparently it was the matches were awful, which is surprising considering most people who do good wrestling can transition quite well into pro wrestling. Apparently he can't. NFL, apparently he flopped really bad as well. And now he's came over to MMA. He needs this to succeed. He needs this in order to make anything of himself. Because the two things he has tried so far, he's completely stunk out the gaff. So he needs to make this a success, and I think he is very determined to make it so. But now that I haven't watched as much tape as you guys seem to have, it is kind of giving me flashbacks of a bit of Bo Nickel. I'm going to be honest with you, a bit green, doesn't know how to get things working.
No, not yet.
I think this nigga's just trying shit. Do you really think a nigga that just trying shit is going to be successful? Really?
The only thing though is oh no, you're good. I was gonna just say I think it just depends on how they want to build him up in the heavyweight division. If you slow track him, you don't even have him touch the top 10 for 2 years, he might get there. But right now, he's just actually a bit too green. Even in this dirty boxing fight where it was just hands and elbows, he has natural raw athleticism. He has power, kinda. You can kind of tell that the idea of what Gable Steveson could be is there, but he's just still too raw. And the problem is, he would be in a better situation if his name was
why is his name not Stevenson? That
Gabriel Steveson, actually, instead of Steveson.
Sort your fucking name out.
His name. But I don't know, bro.
That's just another reason to hate on him. That's another reason to hate on him.
Yeah, his name is Steveson, not Stevenson. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to assess him realistically because he doesn't even have an amateur career. A lot of American fighters fight on the amateurs, get about 5-6 fights, then you go turn pro. He's literally just so it's kind of hard to get on him too much. But I mean, it's sink or swim.
Didn't this nigga just lose the big country?
He did lose the big country in the national championships.
So
and
what's the hype about this nigga?
Well, no, like, to be fair, in terms of like wrestling accolades, he might be arguably the greatest wrestler to ever compete in the UFC, even greater than Cejudo. This is a guy who has multiple national championships, and he's also a gold medalist, which Henry has a gold medal too, but Henry didn't have like the collegiate career.
I'm being serious
that
though.
he had
If I have to see
folk style,
another fucking Olympian,
freestyle over
like,
in the summer,
this is the thing that pissed me off about. I know it's different, but rebellious to Spain, right? This motherfucker didn't throw one spinning sidekick. He didn't throw one sidekick to the fit. He threw nothing. He didn't even show his base. Even if you suck, Gable Steveson, you better shoot a fucking juicy, fat, high crotch. That's all I want to see, right? I want to see your base. I don't want to see boxing. I don't want to see any of that shit. For once, can we have an elite level guy that like comes from a grappling background or whatever, step into MMA and actually show their base? I don't want to be seeing this guy in a karate stance or trying to bleat kicks because John Jones is his coach. I want to see you grab hold of Marcin Tybura, and I want to see that look on Tybura's face, which is, I have never felt this kind of grip strength before. Because if you have those accolades, that is how the fuck most of these fights should go down. This guy should be taking people down and smashing them. That's all I want to see. If I'm not seeing that, I'm not interested.
I think it's quite hard to see with him because we're all saying, oh, he's quite bad, but then you also have to think of, like, the division he's in, and I think that's why it's kind of hard to see his ceiling, because it's like, okay, he's shit, but think of how many shit fighters are in the heavyweight division, you know what I mean? Like, how long was Tai Tuivasa ranked, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm on about here.
That's just not true, because the heavyweight division is not shit, right? Because
how's it not shit?
It's painted as shit. But these shit guys are way better than Gable Steveson, way better than the prospects. That's why, like,
Buchecha
beat the Buchecha nigga. Buchecha was supposed to come in and become. Maybe
that's what the UFC propaganda wanted.
But yeah, to be fair, Marauder's right.
Kind of knew that what I was
he
going
might
to
have
be.
been
Yeah, like in one championship, he was
way older.
It's the same propaganda with Gable Steveson.
Buchecha was old. The thing with Gable though is like, it's just hard to form an opinion on him, because if you told me about any regional fighter who has does he have 3 MMA fights? 3?
Yeah, I'll just say. Sure.
If you were to tell me I got a guy who's on the regional scene, he's got 3 fights, what do you think? I'd be like, I don't know, bro. Like, he's super raw. I think the problem is they made Bo Nickel go to the Contender Series twice, but they're just throwing Gable right in there. And there is a psychological element to he's fighting. Like, I get that he's used to pressure. Like, he should be. I would hope he is. But, man, I don't think Tybura is the right fight, because I'm not saying Tybura would win, but that is the type of win that would, like, fraud check somebody like Gable. I say you got to give him, like, a Tafa brother. You got to give him, like, Tai Tuivasa. Like, give him someone who is gonna like present a little bit of resistance on the feet, but can't wrestle, because we just gotta see if we can chain it together. If Gable Steveson can put a solid 1-2, or he can snatch up that single with the overhand, he'll probably be top 5. But I don't know if he can chain it together, because he's either all striking or all wrestling. He doesn't really like blend them together, and it's hard when you're a lifelong wrestler actually to try to blend them together, because if you're here like this, right? The normal instinct for Gable is like when he wants to level change, he wants to do this. But the problem with MMA is if I'm level changing out at distance, I'm going to get uppercutted, I'm going to get kneed. I want to see him develop reactive takedowns. Like somebody shoots across, he ducks under, takes him for a ride. He could be like DC. Like, that's his ceiling, but his floor could low-key be somewhere in that level of, like, I'm trying to think who's like a wrestler who didn't quite pan out at like that higher weight. He could be like, what's that guy's name? The bald white guy who made DC cry apparently in training. What's his name? Cummings?
Patrick Cummings.
Patrick Cummings. Like, that could be like his floor. So that's the thing.
No, Stevenson's ceiling is Sergey Spivak.
No.
He's too early to really get like a good idea of what he's gonna. He's only going to turn 26 next month. He's green. I mean, I suppose he's got. He's not a good person, but he's got good minds around. Good minds, even because you like beating up the wife.
John Jones is smart.
No,
well,
you know what I mean. Shut up.
I would be surprised if he's out there telling Gable Steveson, look, we got to tighten up your boxing. We got to tighten up your kicks. To be honest with you, brother, Gable Steveson with sloppy boxing. Oh, I'm not saying he should learn nothing. That's not what I mean. I don't necessarily think he has to tighten up his striking into his wrestling. I think John Jones should be teaching Gable, look, take somebody down, fuck him up with ground and pound. Like, honestly, Gable Steveson with great takedowns, a decent back take, and good ground and pound would dominate the heavyweight division. He would. I disagree. Until you get to the top end of the division, that's all you need.
I don't know. You got to have more than that. You got to have more than that. This is... Maybe because it's heavyweight, but typically you need more than just what. This isn't like the 2000s anymore. You can't just get away with having,
you need a bit, but
you know
I
what I
don't
mean.
think
Just wrestling. You can just wrestle and you'll go far. Like you do need a bit of striking.
You remember that video of Khabib saying to Henry Cejudo, "Bro, just wrestle. Like you're a wrestler." And Henry Cejudo was trying to show Khabib this kick that he'd learned as a counter, and Khabib was like, "This is fucking pointless. Like, why are you doing this? You're an Olympic champion. Like." Gable is an Olympic level wrestler. You should use that in MMA because his first fight, Marauder could be right, he could be shit, but the first guy he gets matched up against, everyone's going to be thinking, oh, how good is that wrestling? So we got to see some elite level wrestling. If we don't, this guy's cooked.
I hope they haze this nigga, bro. I really hope they haze this nigga. Now they probably won't because he brings the wrestling community in. You know what I mean? He brings the wrestling community in. But a guy like Jay was speaking about mixing it up. That's a guy like Aaron Pico. You know, Aaron Pico is
he's
mixing
all right.
it up and this that, but he still sucks. So Aaron Pico, he's not though because here's the thing. Jay's gonna say, no, he improved. Oh, he's really good. Well,
actually, no. That's not what I was gonna say. I was not gonna say that.
What do you say?
I don't. So funny you bring this up. I don't think Aaron Pico improved because people were saying, oh, like the version that fought Lerone would lose, but the version that just fought Pitbull would beat Lerone in the rematch. And I'm like, absolutely not. Pico's the same exact fighter. It's just a mentality shift. Like. He fought a guy in Pitbull who, by the way, was still landing on him, by the way. Like, Pitbull was still landing. Like, let's not even act like it was
Pitbull was stunning that nigga with a jab.
But the thing with Pico is, Pico to me, he's like, you described him as like a glass cannon. That's kind of what he is. I don't think it's necessarily his chin is so bad. It's just that when he gets hit, he always gets hit out of position. Like he'll be here. Yeah. First of all, he needs to stop throwing kicks. His kicks suck. Like, bro, just box and wrestle. I don't know why he kicks. His kicks are like the one part of his MMA game where he's like, the blue shit prospect. He didn't develop that. Just take that out and throw it out. Like, every time he would leg kick, he was getting like stunned and like wobbled. But I'm telling you this right now, Aaron Pico against John Silva, I think he'd beat John Silva. And wait, listen. Because Aaron Pico, when he's in the flow state, he can't compete with almost anybody in that division. Like, he could beat Mobzar. The Mobzar that showed up against Lerone Murphy, I'm thinking Aaron Pico wins that fight. Because what? Is Mobzar going to knock him out? Like, yes. No. What?
Let's go to John Silva first. Okay, first of all, the shit he did to Pitbull, you think John Silva's just going to sit back and let it happen? He would just walk forward and go knock him out. The power difference is going to be too much. He won't be able to do anything. Number two.
John Silva
would knock out Aaron Pico.
First of all, John Silva's an open stance merchant. He does his best work against southpaws. Against an orthodox fighter, it's not quite the same. I get he was doing some good work against Diego Lopez, but at the end of the day, John Silva's low-key a glass cannon too.
No.
I'm gonna say it.
No.
Yes, he is.
Yes. By Silva clean once. Dude, no. You know why John
This
Silver
nigga
would
would
beat
try
Aaron
a
Pico?
jab.
I'm gonna steal one of Marauder's
No,
favorite
he would
sayings.
not. Listen, I'm
Fear
telling you, bro.
factor. Aaron Pico would be terrified of John Silver.
You know what?
Bro,
Fuck this. Gene Silver would retire Aaron Pico. It would
No,
be
he would
the
not.
the KO would be back. The
Y'all
KO
are
would be
forgetting
that
one
brutal.
key element, bro. Why do you
John
think Aaron
Silver
Pico's
can
just gonna
wrestle.
stand and bang with him? Aaron Pico's gonna wrestle that kid. John Silver will not stop the takedowns of Aaron Pico.
Jay,
What?
Jay, let him wrestle. He will get submitted by.
Yeah.
Nigga, Jay, hold on. Let me tell you something. Listen, let's think about when he was wrestling, mixing in against Pico and Lerone. He's a wrestler. He has a wrestling background, but he has no jujitsu or ground and pound. So it's one of the wrestling where you get taken down for 15 seconds and then get up. It's not like it just gives you something to think about.
Do you know
but he
what
has
fight
no
I'd love
threat
to
on the
see next,
ground.
though?
Even on the
I'd
striking, he has no
love to
knockout
see.
threat.
I think this would be a
Like, he's
banger.
literally just
Arnold
a
Allen
volume
and Aaron
puncher.
Pico, because I think that'd be an explosive fucking fight. I think that'd be a great fight. Oh, I forgot about that.
So wait, are you assuming
I
Arnold
don't.
Allen
Shit,
loses
I don't know
to
who's gonna
Melky
fight
Costa?
next
Then?
then.
Is that what
Yeah, I forgot that was booked actually.
Well,
Nah, Steve Garcia versus Aaron Pico. Oh, you got Steve Garcia and Diego Lopez.
yeah,
Shit.
everybody's booked except Pico's probably gonna have to fight the loser of Aljo.
I think
and
he would
Yusuf
beat
Zalal.
Nathaniel Wood.
Nathaniel Wood.
Oh,
He would knock out Nathaniel Wood.
That's a good fight, man. Everyone always doubts for legend.
That's-
Bro,
Actually,
I'm gonna be honest. Look,
Gentlemen.
I know they won't make.
That's
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
I know they wouldn't make this fight because these are two guys that are trying to build up. But you know whose chain he would snatch though, and people are gonna get mad. He would snatch Kevin Hale's chain, bro. He would snatch that chain.
Shut the
Yes,
Yeah, come on.
yes, he would. Yes, he would. Aaron Pico is good, bro.
Please, man.
Listen. I get it, bro. I get it. He's had bumps and bruises. He's went through adversity. I get it. He's been knocked out a few times. Like, I understand, but I'm telling you, bro, Pico is
Do you know
good,
who
bro.
Aaron
It's just
Pico
that people.
is? Do you know who Aaron Pico
I'm telling you.
is? Right, I'm gonna give you.
I see
an
it, bro.
exact
Like-
comparison that is
Man, I don't
100% true. Aaron Pico is Amir Khan. Now, I'm gonna tell you a little story about Amir Khan. 1 second, Jay. Let me land. I'm telling you a little story about Amir Khan. Amir Khan on the amateur scene in boxing was phenomenal. Alfredo, I believe he was an Olympian. Am I wrong? He was an Olympian. He had some of the most hype for a British
He was
prospect
an Olympian
ever.
yeah, I believe.
And the reason why
believe.
Aaron Pico reminds me of Amir Khan, extremely quick, has an extremely talented base, but where Amir Khan always lost to the true elites was always his chin and always the fact that he got caught coming in, being over-aggressive. And Aaron Pico beat up Pitbull.
And
But
defense.
I fully agree with Marauder. I don't think Aaron Pico's improved. I just think Pitbull sucks. And I'll be real with you. Yes, Aaron Pico knew, okay, I can't just absolutely bull rush him the way I did to Lerone because Pitbull does have power. But at the same time, Pitbull was plodding forward. Tiger, bro, Pitbull sucks, man. He fucking sucks. Pitbull's ass.
Yes,
Dude. Can we all
another fighter
agree?
that also didn't improve,
Ulberg would
Paulo Costa.
assassinate
They're
Paulo
talking about
Costa.
him like he's gonna be the next big thing in the division. Oh, he's back. He's
Bully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I'm glad that you brought this up because I want to say this.
He's
People
bigger
are
than
saying,
Merzakhanov.
"Oh, Paulo Costa proved that lighter man skill works." No, he didn't. Listen, this is where, for one, but also here's the thing. This is how I know people don't watch some of my breakdowns. They think I'm just lying. When I said that Paulo Costa was a cultural appropriator, I'm saying he's stealing from left-handed people. Against southpaws, I believe his record now is 7-1 against southpaws. His
That's
only
your problem.
loss being to Marvin Vettori, which again, that fight's not canon. It doesn't count. It wasn't real, right? So with that being, yeah, that's a personal problem. Paulo Costa's best weapons are the rear body kick, the rear head kick, the inside kick, hand trap, 3-2. And like I said, Asmat Mirzakhanov, the UFC 327 was about who watches tape and who believes in narratives. Because the narrative was Azamat Murzakanov, he's the professional. He's a knockout artist, bro. Paulo Costa, he takes too much PTO, bro. He doesn't show up to work enough. And I called it a lock, 3rd round knockout, and I got called slurs. And Ben would say they called me that anyway, but that's not my point. Paulo Costa didn't improve. He's always been this person, but you put him up against an Ulberg, he loses. Against Big Ank, he probably wins. He probably beats Big Ank. Yes. He would probably beat Big Ank. You put him against Jan Blachowicz?
Ank's sharp, though. Ankalaev's sharp.
Against any southpaw, unless that really southpaw has, like,
but all I'll say
is open stance strategy.
Murzakanov was kind of fucking him up in that second round a little bit. He was gassing him out. He was touching his body. And Ankalaev's longer than Murzakanov and a bigger natural light heavyweight.
He was taking a rest. He was chilling.
They could. But Ank's got a sharp left over.
I do think the leg kicks of Costa could be a big problem for Ank, in all fairness. Yeah, that's a good point. When someone puts the pressure on Costa, he really does look like a fish out of water. I noticed this though. He doesn't even do a Philly shell. He just puts up one hand and just goes like this. But he's dead weird.
Azamat
like
had relentless pressure on him, though. To be honest, like the pressure was relentless.
Yeah, but Costa did a great job of punishing Azamat whenever he tried to push forward. And then in the second round, when he did start to slow down a tad, and like he kind of had an adrenaline shift in the third, like a second wind in like the 3rd round. But Costa started to slow down a bit in the second round, and that's when Azamat was finally able to push on and land a bit more. But Costa just did a great job. Whenever Azamat tried to come in, he would punish him with kicks, and even like a few straight rights here and there as well.
Dude,
so I think that was the key part.
Azamat.
And Azamat is just a fat goblin.
Let's be real about Azamat, though, right? So I picked Azamat to win.
And Loki's a fraud check. I'm just going to say.
For Azamat, he is good at a lot of things, and he has an elite level sambo background that he doesn't use. He used it a little bit against Rakic. Which is why I was like, oh my god, look at the way, bro, he made Rakic look like such a bitch. I can't believe how bad Rakic looked against Murzakanov. He sold me the dream, bro. Right, so anyway, Murzakanov, who does it though? He should get cut from the UFC. Right, now, I'm not saying, let me just land here. Right. No, let me land.
What the fuck?
Now, no, let me just land here, right? The reason why Azamat should be cut from the UFC is because, let's say he beat Paulo Costa, right?
Go on.
He gets a title shot. Let's say he fucking beat Ulberg. No one would respect that. You put PDs twice. Like, the reason why nobody cares about Azamat Murzakanov anyway is because this guy's a PD cheat. And he's not only done it once, he's done it twice.
Nah,
dude,
that ain't why, bro. This is a sport that called John Jones to go. Nobody care about that PED jug, all right? Except for TJ Dillashaw for some reason.
Azamat, bro, he quit against Pop. He kind of quit.
That is true. That is true. But you know what?
They got... Go on.
Dude. My brother.
Did arm break?
Yeah, he like fouled. He like got kicks, and then just like looked at Costa and just went and like literally lied down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, some of us live that life, and some of us don't. Some of us are fake demons.
Oh, I didn't know Ben was about that. To be honest with you, I didn't know you were built like that, Ben.
Dude,
no, I hear that.
You saying Murzakan's a fake demon?
No, but in all fairness, Ben makes a good point. I think of it more the fact that, like, Azamat Murzakanov now, he's got no hype. You know, Jay, you were saying on TikTok Live the other day, like, he had a scary name. You see that name, like, oh my god, undefeated Azamat Murzakanov. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? And then you look at his last fight against Rakic, he knocks him out of a jab, you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But, like, now you look at it, you're like, okay, he's just lost to Paulo Costa in the big 2026. And not only that, gave Paulo Costa his first finish.
Paulo Costa
like, even Luke Rockhold didn't get finished by Paulo Costa. You know what I mean? And then not only but that's what. And then like Murzakanov is like, what? Is he 36?
Something like that.
He's not like a young prospect like when Zhang Ming Yang got finished by Johnny Walker. I'm like, okay, that's awful. But he's still like what, mid-20s, late 20s,
dude.
No, I mean,
he said, I smoke weed, so I don't have to.
They got the scumbag, yo. He's a scumbag.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fair. I just want to say as well, I didn't get many things spot on about 327, but I did get Costa right. But I feel like I did get it spot on with Cub Swanson. I think he's got the second best retirement fight, best retirement win of all time. He literally slimed out Nate, and we all thought it was going to be a bit of a war. Then he slimed
All
him
I'm
out.
going to say is,
No,
Mr.
Nate
Patel was on the phone
McTrain
again.
didn't
Bro,
belong
all
him
I'm
out. He
saying
didn't
about
deserve
these
to be on the same
retirement
track
fights
as
is-
Cub Swanson.
They end perfectly every single time. I mean, all I'm saying. Yeah.
Dude.
He's
Dude,
good.
but I
He's
ain't
a
gonna hold
legend.
you though. Cub Swanson looks like he's still like a top 20 featherweight though. Like just based off the movement, like Cub could still go, but he's going out the proper way. Like the problem, like Cub has it right. A lot of fighters, if they look like Cub, they think, oh, time to run starts now. No, it don't. No. So I hope this is like a real retirement. But shout out to Anthony Smith though, by the way, quick shout. Got the dub against Chase Sherman, a former UFC heavyweight. Slimed him out in the first round. Shout out Anthony Smith.
I just
Yeah. I don't know. Is
Yeah.
there anything else?
Yeah,
about
that's not
327?
a shout out from
Dude,
all of us
can
as
I
a
just
regard,
say
by the
very
way.
quickly,
That's just a
if
shout out
Kevin
from
Holland
J-Man because
submitted Randy
Anthony
Brown,
Smith,
you
I'm
would
not
have
shouting
never
out
heard
fat
the
shit.
fucking end of that. Dude, I had my phone. All I'm gonna say for the viewers is, I had my phone ready to be like, these guys laughed at me for saying Kevin Holland was going to submit Randy Brown. Bro, he was so close. What the fuck's wrong with Randy Brown's neck? And how is he able to retain so much oxygen?
No. It's because with the arm placement. So, was it Henry Gracie? Whichever Gracie dropped a breakdown on this. So, right here, so he's got the anaconda choke, right? So, Randy Brown is getting choked here, but the thing is he wants that elbow to come down a little bit lower. Kevin Holland, if you go back and rewatch the submission, Kevin Holland was using his legs to collect Randy Brown's legs, right? Because normally using the anaconda or darts, you want to collect their legs so they can't push off and hip. If Holland would have used his legs to collect Randy Brown's arm and bring it in a little tighter, close that little bit of space, he submits him. Because a darts is probably going to submit someone in the first 5 to 10 seconds. If you don't get him in the first 5 to 10, you're not going to get him. But it was close.
But it didn't happen.
That's a little
it was so close yet so far. Dude, also, can I just say, just to finish up on Randy Brown, Kevin Holland, why is Randy Brown always losing to guys that he's better than?
Because you know what it is? Listen, I love Randy. It's that he's too boxing minded, I feel like, because he takes that very bladed stance, like his foot is turned inwards. So he can't really check leg kicks like that. Like he's out there, and that gives him the advantage. Like he can pop his jab and he can move, but he just can't really turn that shin outwards because he's so narrow and he's so boxing heavy. So shout out to Holland. I didn't think Holland was going to use as many tools as he actually did. I kind of banked on him kind of being like, kind of just showing up. But no, Holland randomly locked in. So props to him. Give him the D-Rod rematch, by the way. Just do it. Like, it's not like there's a storyline there, bro. He bailed him out of a Mexican prison. Like,
so the UFC will fumble it somehow and give him like, I don't know, fucking Rinat Farikdanov or something like
probably
that.
would.
they're gonna bring him back.
They cut him.
Yeah, they cut him. He's not even on the UFC roster.
Oh shit!
You just found out.
Whoops.
Yeah, he's not even on the. They probably would give him like
Michael Chiesa,
who's like random heavy. Who's that? Who's the guy who just beat Nico Price? That
Dude, I don't want to see another retirement video.
No.
The guy who slapped him bad.
The bald nigga. I know who you're talking about. The bald nigga.
From Kazakhstan?
He's that tall guy. Does he have a win over Prado?
Oh, you're talking about
Nikolai something.
Vitor
Garadonov.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or they might mess around and give him like.
Dude,
has Holland fought Luque before?
You know what? If Joaquin Buckley loses to Brady, do the rematch. 170.
Oh wait, I forgot Luque's not even at welterweight anymore. I'm tripping.
Well, I was about to say about Luque, I feel like he had a sick before. Well, no, not really, because he was getting pieced up at first. But like that uppercut was nice, and then obviously the finish was nice. But it's kind of hard to get excited about Luque at 185 because, like, first of all, did you see the size of him compared to RoboCop when they're like, because they're teammates?
Dude, yeah,
RoboCop, you do not belong at 185.
Obama, man. That's a real middleweight, bro.
Yeah, like I just don't. I don't really think it, but I'll be honest. When I actually wanted to make this point, obviously you guys know I slept through the entire card, so I had to rewatch it the next day. So when I'm talking about Hokit and I know we're going back quite a while back into earlier in the pod, Hokit and Blaydes, and how it's not like the greatest fight of all time, I do think I am a bit skewed because I do think when you watch a fight live and you don't know the result, it's elevated a lot more compared to when you know the result and you know how it's going to play out. So when I say it's not thingy, I do think also it plays a part that I didn't watch it live, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was just going to say that was kind of the thing I was kind of touching on a bit with Hokit, where there was that experience of like, you know, I'm trying to see like, is Hokit going to actually keep that same energy? And when before the fight starts, he walks up to Blaydes and he gives him that little like, like he gives him that. I was like, all right, well, let me see something. Let me see something. And look, I'm not a fan of Hokit. Like, I can't get behind him because I don't like some of the stuff he said. But if we're talking about must-see TV up for now in terms of his fights, yeah, I can't deny that. Like in terms as a fighter, he's kind of, he low-key is like 2 fights away from potentially being the biggest name at heavyweight. Even bigger than like low-key even bigger than Alex. Because look, Josh Hokit on a weigh-in was getting like 13 million views for doing this little like
orange baby dick or whatever.
You know, that little what Marauder would call that, but Marauder shouldn't bro! Yeah! We were doing so good, bro.
Speaking of big fucking untechnical folks.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I got nothing left to say about Hokit no more. You know what?
Yeah.
Right.
Michael Morales. Untechnical.
What?
Bullying. Weight bully. I hate this guy so much. I really do. Right.
Bro, why is
it in your head? Why is it in your head?
Why is this a segment? Why is this a segment? Why is this a segment?
I just think you just wanted to clown on him.
This
what the hell?
fucking... Oh, God, I hate this guy. This...
Okay, go on.
This fucking guy. Dude. Dude, where the fuck is it?
No.
What did you
Ben
say?
Ben does not endorse that
just...
comment. Ben does not endorse that comment. Ben does not endorse that comment.
Dude. Right. This guy.
No.
218 pounds.
No, just go on. Go on, bro.
218 whole pounds. And he's there rubbing his fucking belly afterwards. Yeah. You scumbag, bro. You're a scumbag. Dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Dude, he fights Islam Makhachev.
So what? He still makes 170.
And let's just say Islam Makhachev shoots in for a fucking single.
He still makes
this guy
170.
Power bombs him or whatever it is he's going to do. Some fucking stupid, goofy move on the pound for pound #1. And he dude, this guy would beat Islam, but not because he's better than Islam, because he would just bitch him because he's too big. I hate that. That ruins the sport. Winning a belt because you're big should not be a thing in the lower weight classes.
Well, Islam was bitching.
Dude, Islam.
That's how Islam won it. Islam was bitching the 155ers that used to fight at featherweight.
No. That's not even, bro. First of all, Moicano weighed more than Islam when they fought. And that's objective truth. All right. Second,
dude,
Volkanovski weighed nearly the same as Islam in their first fight. Fact. Fact or fiction? Is that fact or fiction? Is it fact or fiction?
It's an autobiography.
So fact. Okay, cool. All right. People want to talk about like weight bullies. I don't hear Alex Pereira get called a weight bully. He gets called drained. Alex Pereira was drained when he fought Israel Adesanya. He was drained, but all of a sudden,
yeah. But do you, Ben? Do you like
No. Let me say this.
Stay consistent, man. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'd be like, okay, you were toned in the eyes of Ben MMA. I know that's really important to a lot of these UFC fighters. A lot of these guys, you'll notice they do things to atone for their actions in the eyes of me. So if Morales moves up ever, I'll forgive him. He's probably going to have to move up when he hits the age of 30 because his body won't be able to take it anymore. God, this guy's ruining the sport. Anyway, next segment. What else are we going to talk about today?
I don't know because next week's card absolutely stinks. In fact, guys, I'm just going to be honest. Call me a casual. I don't care. I'm from the UK. I am not staying up until 5 o'clock in the morning to watch Mike Mallott take on Gilbert Burns. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Well, that's what I will be doing, and you can call me what you want. I'm going to be watching WrestleMania. Okay, I'm going to be watching WrestleMania instead. I'm not going to be watching no Gilbert Burns' Mike Mallott, and the card itself absolutely stinks as well.
Hold up, Alfredo, gun to your head right now. Don't look at your phone. Name me 5 fights on that card.
Oh my.
Well, looks like I'm dead then, aren't I? Because I can't. I genuinely can't. Charles Jourdain and someone.
Oh, you know what? Now you bring up Charles Jourdain. There's one little subplot. If there's one thing the Across the Pond viewers want to get invested in, we are hate watching Charles Jourdain, right? Because Charles Jourdain disrespected me on Twitter. I put up a tweet a couple months ago where I said that I think finishes are a bit overrated in terms of entertainment value because sometimes a fight that goes to a decision is better than a finish, and some fights are boring even if they end in a finish because it's like nothing really happened or it was uncompetitive. And this guy decided to tweet under my tweet talking about some, oh, great fact, how about you shut up for his dinner? He called me stupid or something. So you know what, Charles Jourdain? You're a DEI hire. You're only there to keep the UFC Canadian quota up. So Kyler Phillips, bro, I'll give you $100 tip, bro, if you slime out Charles Jourdain. If you knock him out cold,
that's what matters.
Wait, I'm not gonna give you $100. I'm gonna be there. I'm not giving you money.
You know why I'm
you'll
not
have
gonna
my
watch...
like love and respect.
Dude, you know why I'm not gonna watch
so
this
don't clip that part of the context.
That means
don't
$100.
Yeah, don't clip that part of the context.
I can't sit through a Mitch Raposo fight, and let me tell you why. Daniel Cormier won't shut the fuck up about Mitch Raposo when he's fighting. Dude, when Mitch Raposo's fighting, Daniel Cormier's like, oh my god, Mitch Raposo, man. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my, I'm looking at the card right now. This is, oh my, it's so bad.
Shit, yo, if any nigga on this shit go like tune into that, they made their plan like, yo, I'm gonna watch that. You're not my son. I wouldn't have you as a son. I would not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, I ain't watching this card. In fact, when we shoot the next episode, don't ask me what happened. I didn't see it, bro. Just tell me if Charles Jourdain got beat or not. If Charles Jourdain got beat, then I'm gonna be happy. But anything else that happens, like,
who the fuck is gonna win? Like, who is Melissa Crawford
now I gotta
versus
go on 4 hours and see like who's even on this card, bro.
Like...
Joe, this ain't, you're making up names. These are not real fighters, bro. Hold on, bro. No.
Dude,
Let's
this guy. Go.
Bro, why? The only name I will say, I want to give, I do want to, no joke, I'm actually like not trolling. This is where I'm breaking the, like, no trolling. There's one shot I do want to give on the card. It's at like the very bottom. Mark Volden. He had that banger on the Contender Series, that one fight where people were saying was like potential fight of the year with I don't remember the guy he fought, but that he's cool.
You know what? I'm gonna
having fight of the year on the Contender Series means your ass. So
no, that is true. Like he probably is not worth a lick, to be honest. But why? No. Hold on, bro. I'm
gonna give a shout out to a women's fighter, which is, you know, some people are, that's crazy. Jamie Lynn Horth is actually quite fun to watch, and I think she got a few stoppages in the last couple as well.
We can't forget the inspiration.
You know, she's looking quite nice
We
recently,
forget the inspiration here. The inspiration for Ruffy destroying Ilya Taporia. Jai Herbert's on the card. Dude, people forget, man. He beat Ilya Taporia for a few seconds there. He kind of whooped him a little bit.
Oh, a storyline.
Wow. Yeah, but don't forget as well, Tanner Boser's returning to the UFC. Wow, I can't wait for that one.
Tanner Boser!
Oh, yes! Oh, my God, I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. I'm going to stay up till 5 o'clock for that one. I can't wait.
Bro, dude, I get to watch Gage Young, yes.
Anything happening in sport
I think
recently?
we're losing the plot.
What?
So, like, is there anything else we couldn't even possibly talk about? Like, I don't.
I don't think there's much happening. But
tell us what
tickets
happened,
just dropped
Marauder.
for my fight, but nigga, I don't have a fight anymore.
Explain why. Explain why.
Explain why. Yo, this nigga Savage Baby was at the club, chilling, and I guess he was talking shit on the internet. They put up on that nigga. They took his Pinterest chain. They took his Temu watch. They punched that nigga in his shit. And they beat that nigga up. They then went to go back to their crib and boast, "Hey, nigga, I got his chain." The nigga was already wearing his watch on FaceTime with his, and then they texted his wife, "Yo, pull up." That nigga went out sad. So I seen all that, and I was like, "Yo, you over here beefing with like these Chicago rappers, nigga? Are you pulling up to the fight on Saturday?" He seen that and he blocked me instantly, and I'm like, "Okay, bro." Nigga, I would have done you way worse than them hood niggas. I'll tell you that. So, I would have done that nigga way worse. So I'm finna pull up to the gym today, and I'm gonna see what my coach says. Let's see if we can get a short notice opponent. Except I'm not gonna fight someone on short notice that's some gritty Mexican that's gonna come try to hurt me to the body.
Hold up, no, but I got a question though. If there's like a name that maybe this fight doesn't happen, but maybe something down the line, who do you want though? Like an actual name? Who do you want?
So as of now, right now, there is.
Bro, I'm gonna say is if you give me the I'll take wherever they give me thing, I'm kicking you off, bro. All right, go ahead.
As of now, this dude just hit me up and he said he's gonna try to matchmake me. I got offered a title fight 2 weeks ago and I declined it because I am not. The weight's too much. I got offered a title fight against this dude that fought on Branders named Vinny Carlson. Declined the fight. They're looking for a new fight, but a fight that I want. Yo, Kenny Okoye, nigga, what's up, bitch?
Yeah!
What's up, nigga?
Yo!
Damn,
Nigga,
Marauder,
I'm
you
a
saying you
Nigerian,
would give
nigga.
Kenny
Fight
Okoye
me, nigga.
Nigerian issues? Is that what you're saying?
I was gonna call him
Damn.
out.
Dude.
I would.
Damn.
Truth. I would give
Hey,
him
Kenny
a Nigerian.
Okoye, we gonna put this clip up too, bro, so you can't ignore it, bro. And wait, how much was that? How much was that guy you got offered? How much does he weigh?
172. I'm 160.
Tell them boys hit me up, bro. I'll step in there, bro. I'm ready to cut down to 170. I'll cut down.
And you know what? I'm gonna chuck my hat into the mix.
Yeah, bro.
No.
But yeah, fuck ass shit. I'm so jealous. They just dropped tickets and I'm over here. Like,
But you know what? Good things come to those who wait, Marauder. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities in the very near future. Listen, guys, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need? I feel like there's something important we've missed.
Can't be that important if we've all missed it.
I
We
can't
talked
really
about the
think.
AI
I mean, I know
swap.
people was talking about the ticket sales being kind of low for Miami card. I really can't. I really don't know what else you could say. Really, like I'm gonna be real. If I'm gonna give a random shout while you think, shout out to potentially a top 5 featherweight in the world. Rajabali Shattalayev got another first round finish against the guy he already did beat like not that long ago, because Ryzen is unfortunately running out of contenders to feed to Shattalayev. Akimoto, I don't want to necessarily see that fight next. Akimoto's still very young. Develop him. I don't even know who Shattalayev fights next. But yeah, Shattalayev could probably be top 3 in the UFC right now, in my opinion.
You know what? We'll fucking
in the featherweight division. So
we'll
I
do
just want
one
to give a
viewer
quick
question.
shout out
I want to talk about this.
Shattalayev.
Right. Rudy says.
Oh, I just realized.
Viewer question.
That's what
Where
it was.
will
We need to
your
stay on top of
rank
these viewer
Alex
questions.
Pereira all time if he beats Cyril Gane? And where do you rank him at light heavyweight all time right now?
Who want to take that first?
Light heavyweight. Oh, go on, Murad. Okay. So light heavyweight, Jones number 1, DC number 2. You know what? It's a toss up, between I'll give it to Alex, but Jan Blachowicz is right on the tail of him. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, there's a case for Alex, for Jan Blachowicz completely, but I'd say around there, you could interchange him and Jan Blachowicz for 3 and 4, I feel like. And then of all time, oh man, I feel it's so hard because on one side of it, you see, on the all-time, you always want the most well-balanced, all of it. Do you want resume? Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? The thing is, with the amount of time he's had and the amount he's accomplished, it's just so... You gotta really appreciate it. I'm gonna say of all time, I'm probably gonna say, like, if he becomes heavyweight champion, if it was against Aspinall, I'd value it a lot more, but Gone is a bit different, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it, like... God, I give him like top 7, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of hard.
I understand that because Gon just beat Aspinall. I know people say that.
No.
He just did.
No.
I watched it, bro. I watched it.
No, you didn't. You're lying to yourself. It's not good to lie to yourself.
If Alex Pereira beats Cyril Gane, genuinely, dude, right? Here's a bit of logic for you. Middleweight title reign doesn't count, brother. It doesn't, right? It does. You won it, but it don't count. Listen, if you're cutting 40+ pounds, I'm taxing it. All right, I'm hitting you with the Benji, dude. I'm hitting you with the Benji tax, dude.
Oh,
I'm hitting you with the Benji tax.
Yo, this nigga Benji hates weight bullies.
Yeah, don't start that. All right, brother. Right.
Wait. I got a question. Does Conor McGregor's 145 reign count? No, it's a genuine question. Does what Conor McGregor did at 145 count? Is it canon?
Lowkey. Right, here's the thing. Right, no. I have a better nuanced answer. I have a more nuanced answer. Right. No. Has Michael Morales ever sat there and told somebody, "I will invade your village back and kill anyone that was not fit to work"? Has he ever done that?
No,
He can't come up with fire lines like that. He never could, right?
Oh! All right.
Okay, yeah. Connor's featherweight reign doesn't count.
Ben,
whatever.
you can't stay consistent, so it's meaningless.
Dude, whatever.
Jay, what do you think, then? Where do you think Alex would rank? Light heavyweight and all time?
So light heavyweight, nothing would really change because I guess so. Light heavyweight, I would say, between him and DC, it's kind of close. Hold on, it's actually kind of a close. Let's think about it. So DC has how many title defenses? Do you think it hurts DC's career? Because I kind of defended the belt against.
Do you think it hurts DC's career that he didn't beat John to get the belt?
No.
I mean, like, it doesn't really hurt it. It's just that if he would have beat John, he'd probably be the GOAT. Like, he'd probably be seen as the GOAT. Like, he's 2 wins away from beating either Stipe and John. He'd be the GOAT, but he just didn't do that. So he defended against Usman, defended against Rumble Johnson, defended against Gustafsson, right? Or Gustafsson.
Was it?
People forget, man. He beat Anderson Silver, dude.
Yeah, 2 wins over Rumble. He also beat
yeah. If anything, it was kind of a loss.
Yeah,
it's like, but that win like needs like nothing because I remember when Silva stepped up. I'm like, he stepped up like on 2 days notice.
He got booed badly. You got a lot of hate for that fight.
Yeah,
as well.
like that was back when they had the gold P canvas on there too for 200, and 200 was a disappointment. But yeah, I mean DC. I mean he's got the old man Henderson win. Well.
Dude,
Dan was like super old, but he was like
fucking
not like I don't think that's like prime Hendo. Do you call it a prime Hendo he fought or no?
No, it wasn't. But Hendo was still good at an old age though.
Yeah, he was still good. You know what? Hendo was competing for, well, I know that he shouldn't have got the title shot, but he was giving Bisping a tough fight even at like 45. So yeah, Hendo, Frank, light heavyweight, not heavyweight. Rakic, so Alex has Jan, he has Big Ank, he's got Jiri twice, Jamal, Khalil. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna still put DC slightly ahead of Alex.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
DC had more of a continuous reign.
As a win for me.
I feel
but more.
I'll say DC too.
Hill, Roundtree, and I would even say the way he beat Jan Blachowicz, that 1 win counts for those 3 wins for Pereira for me. But also, although I don't think Pereira's competition was great, his actual title performance is like the Ankalaev 2 fight was insane. That was an incredible performance.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would say Alex is like
head of DC. If
I'll put him at 3, but it's so interchangeable between the two.
Yeah. That's
fair enough. Fair enough. But all time, bro, the thing is, I've kind of retired from the all time conversation because it's really hard. If I'm going to give a range, I think Alex currently is sitting at like, for me, like 10 through 15 ish. He could be at as highest as like 8. If he were to be gone, he doesn't move that much for me. I'm gonna be real. He don't move that much. Because I think he should be gone, and I won't. I mean, it's impressive.
I would say
I don't even know if I have Alex over Izzy. I don't even know if I have Alex as a greater fighter all time than Israel. Cause wait, Izzy, not Izzy.
Yeah. He did everything that Izzy wanted to do.
Nigga, what?
He did everything that Izzy wanted to do.
I don't know.
You can't say that nigga's name.
What?
I didn't know. It was because I said Israel, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
But
he's got the longevity.
I mean, I'm gonna say like this: Izzy's got what? How many title wins? Like 7, 8.
I know
one of them would be
I would argue better than Izzy. And Izzy's competition was good, but not necessarily better. But what I will say is, Yoel fights. So
you're gonna say Alex's competition was better?
Bro, he fought, bro. Jiri Prochazka, ass. Jan Blachowicz lost.
Jamal Hill was never that good, to be fair.
Khalil Roundtree.
Jamal Hill was never that good. Bro, I'll be real. He never did stand a chance against Alex, right? Listen, this is the truth. Joe Rogan gaslit. No, bro. Joe Rogan, dude. Joe Rogan gaslit you.
I picked him.
You got gaslit by Joe Rogan.
I picked him.
Thinking that he was this counter striker.
He was coming off a great win over Glover, to be fair. No, I did. I got gaslit by the Glover performance.
No. It was because basketball ruined Jamal Hill's career, bro.
Correct.
If he never played in that basketball game, he might have beat Alex. Bro, he rushed from one of the worst injuries you could ever have. An Achilles injury is life-changing. Not even just career-altering. It's life-changing. That, like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to, diminish Alex's resume, but if I was a hater, I would go Jiri Prochazka coming off what was described as the worst shoulder injury of all time. Jamal Hill off of an Achilles injury. There's that. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the idea that Alex Pereira robbed Jan Blachowicz. I don't know if I agree with all that, but I say this. I mean, if Alex.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad fight, to be fair.
Yeah, it was close. It was
I'll be
close.
honest with you, I didn't even watch that
remembering
fight
it
because I was watching Errol Spence versus Crawford.
But I don't know. I'll tell you this. If Alex wins the interim belt and then let's say he fights Tom, I'll put him above Izzy. I'll make that deal. I'll put him above Izzy.
I know where the comments going with it.
Well, I'm not even definitively saying Izzy's above him, but I don't feel strongly about Alex.
If Pereira did Gan,
Izzy.
Aspinall, John Jones, I'd put him very, very high. I know John Jones is washed, but I would put him very, very high. Yeah. Yeah, I would put him extremely high.
If he does all three,
him go against someone
he might be the GOAT.
He might be the greatest of all time. Down, he's done. Well, yeah, but the thing with John more so than Tom is John is known as one of the best grapplers pound for pound ever. So
yeah, he's like it's like beating Thanos, you know what I mean, sort of thing. He's got everything behind him. Sort of. I don't know if you guys tapped into Invincible. I was going to say it's like beating Thrag, but. That's pretty much how it is.
Hey, I think we should end it with our top 3 food. It's like Indian. So look, guys, I'm gonna do. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go first. Okay. Yo,
I know I like this.
Yo, Indian. Okay, I'm gonna go for okay. Caribbean / African, so like Jamaican food. So I'm gonna say African food number 1, number 2. Japanese, and number 3 Indian. That's my top 3. What do you?
Number one, Italian. I love Italian food. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Indian. Number 3, I'm gonna go with. It's between Caribbean and Japanese food. I'll go with Caribbean food.
I'm ready to go. Right, I don't know if this counts as number 1,
right.
but look,
actually, no, Ben, you ready to go?
Dude, Alfredo, what would you call fish and chips? Dude. British fucking classics, dude.
I know you were going to say
British.
I knew it.
Give me
fish chips. Number 2, a pint of Stella.
I've got fish and chips, full English
cigarettes.
Breakfast.
Number 3.
No, fish and chips and full English breakfast, like British food. Number 1, that's the classic.
Fish and chips.
Dude,
wait.
Bro.
I got a question.
Pudding,
with the full English
bacon,
breakfast, are y'all eating like beans and toast with that, bro? Is that what y'all eating?
It's unreal. It's unreal.
Egg, everything, brother. Right, I love a good fucking full English, and fish and chips is just unbelievable, brother. Unbelievable. Dude, if Marauder and Zombie Man J ever come to the UK, we're gonna put them on fish and chips. They're gonna fucking love it. Really?
I will try this.
I do.
Definitely.
Hey, you know what? Our national dish is actually
kind of
chicken
love-
tikka masala.
I've got
Really?
Chinese,
Yeah.
bro.
Why you have Indian in your top 2?
Chinese would be my
Yeah,
second.
I always
love a
order.
good
I
chow
love
mein.
curry. I do.
Oh,
I love
Indian
curry
fucking
so
give me a
much.
chow mein.
So good.
Yeah.
Chinese is good, man, but I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
then
Chinese. Maybe it's just in the UK. It's like you
Yeah,
feel so
Indian.
bloated after. I feel like shit after a Chinese. I do.
I
Like,
kinda
whereas
feel like
after
that
a
with
curry, I feel,
Indian.
you know
with
what I
that with
mean?
Indian
Yeah.
food after.
But
and
that's
then
the trade-off,
you know
though.
what,
When it's
though?
something good,
I
like
will
you get the
say,
itis, you feel me? Like
Indian
that, like, you
food.
kind of.
I might have
that.
said Italian, but
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to eat at an Italian restaurant. All right, bro, no one would trust me in an Italian restaurant. Yeah.
What? Not like spaghetti, like a carbonara, even like pizza. I'm a big pizza guy. I love pizza, man. So, but Jay, what are yours, man?
Man, you're only giving me 3, so I will say number 1 for me. And people know about, so people who knew me back in college, there was this one place called Trap Bocce. It was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it was like hibachi Japanese style, but made by black people. So there was a little bit of like, you know, like soul food mix. But in general, Japanese food, hibachi, give me the noodles with the chicken, vegetables. That's like my death row meal. I love that to death.
I'm more of a
2,
beef guy than chicken.
You can't go
beef
wrong
for
with
me,
like chicken. Though.
beef
You
is
can do
like
anything with
50-50
chicken,
for me.
dude.
Like I don't
You can
mind
do
it, but
anything
it's
with
not
chicken.
gonna be my first choice.
Chicken.
Yeah.
I think chicken's too versatile,
No,
man.
number 2, oh, dude, man, this is like asking me to pick which one of my kids are my favorite. I don't have kids, by the way, but like, number 2, bro, like I'm spiritually a fat man. Like this is, oh man, number 2, I'm gonna skip to number 3 real quick. Halal food. Listen, bro,
Okay,
I love halal, bro. Yeah. Like, give me chicken shawarma or what is the thing I always get? Chicken arabi, bro. Like, shout out to all my Habibis out there. Like, dude, I love halal. Probably at 3. I remember I was actually when I was in Portugal, I had this one halal like pizza place, bro. Super good. But number 2, okay, dang, because I love pizza, but I don't know. It depends because my favorite pizza place got closed down. Honestly, at number 2, bro, I'm going to do, I don't know what you would call, I guess I'm going to say soul food, but specifically, I'm going to tell you this. What I like, give me some lemon pepper wet wings. Like I'm not talking like dry lemon pepper. I mean like wet, like ATL Atlanta style, right? With the fries. I don't like the ranch or blue cheese. That's not my style. I know that's a little... Like hot wings and lemon pepper, 2 separate. So I mean, people would call it like the you can call it soul food, you can call it like whatever, but I like that. Honorable mention though, I gotta say honorable mention because I know I said I was only supposed to say 3, but I have to say this though, dude. Listen, there's this place in St. Petersburg, Florida. I can't remember the pizza place, but like New York style pizza. That junk is so peak, bro. I love New York style pizza.
When you said wing, dude,
Wings
I
are
don't know
kind
if it's
of
just me.
disgusting
I don't eat
disgusting
wings
though.
'cause I
Like,
know it's
not
not gonna
disgusting
fill me up.
tasting, but
I like
no,
to
but they're
eat
so
food that's gonna
greasy
fill
and they
me
get
up.
everywhere. I don't like
No,
it.
I get. No,
Like,
I'm telling y'all, bro. It's this place in Orlando, Florida, bro. There's three variations of them. ATL Deli. It's ran by one of them that I went to growing up. Ran by an Asian family, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That junk is so good, bro. Like,
but it don't
if y'all
fill
ever
you up though.
No, it do though. It do though. Cause listen, I remember back in the day, you could get like 30 wings for like
Shout out
what,
to,
like $28,
the
bro. Like
kind of
combo.
the-
Like, listen, bro. I'm telling you,
They scamming
That-
you, nigga.
they not scamming, bro.
Nigga, $28 will get me.
No,
some
not
boba.
28. Not it's more like 25. But like, dude, 30. Because think about it. If you go to Buffalo Wild Wings
I'd
and you
love to
get
try
30 wings,
Buffalo
bro,
Wild
you gonna come
Wings.
out and spend $100, bro. You know, and you know I'm right.
No, cause nigga, I always like. I don't like it, Buffalo. I don't like it.
But I'm not talking. But I'm not talking about like mainstream wings, though. I'm talking about like, see, because you from the West. I'm talking like South Side, like. You go in there like I'm talking like that. Like there's also this one place called Snappers where it's like not even just like the mini wings. Like I'm talking like the wing where it's like the full wing and you got like the crack on it, like the salt, like but it looks like that. Like they would call it like crack wings, like cocaine wings, yeah, like that stuff.
We're gonna end up ending the podcast in a sec, but I just want to say when we end up one day we're gonna manifest it. We'll have me and Ben go over to America, and we're gonna have Jay and Marauder come over to England. And when we get Marauder and Jay over, what we're gonna do is we're going to do like a pint tier list. It'll be like the top 5 pints or top 3 pints because these guys have never had a pint, or at least like we have all the good pints over here. So that'll be a thing.
Have you ever had that Grey Goose though? You ever had Grey Goose?
Grey Goose? Yeah, we know what Grey Goose is.
Bruh,
Dude,
Americans aren't good at
produce
drinking
athletes,
like
we
us, though.
produce
Like you guys are better. You guys are
That's what we
better.
do,
You
bro.
have better food and that, but I don't like your alcohol tolerance isn't
right,
good.
everybody.
Yeah,
I'd like
we have
the support
yeah,
recently.
it's true. But are we signing off?
We really appreciate it. The page has been popping. Thank you all for watching. See you all later. Goodbye.
Yes, sir.